Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to EnggAdda. So today in this video we are going to discuss some of the advanced JPQL queries where we are going to use some of the aggregate functions like sum. We are also going to use the count function and we are also going to discuss some of the cases. So everything we are going to discuss in this video. If you are not aware how we can run our JPQL query in the Spring Boot, then there is a video on my channel. You can go to the YouTube and then search for @query in Spring Data JPA. Provide my channel name. You can find it out. So you can see this is the video where I have discussed about the @query and @param and how we can write our native as well as the JPQL query using those things. So from thereafter, I'm just going to continue this. So I'm going to discuss couple of advanced JPQL queries here. So if you are not aware of the JPQL query, then you can watch this video and then after you can come here and watch it out. Okay, so let's get started for that. So let me go to the IntelliJ. I already have created this project in the previous video and I run couple of JPQL queries as well. So let me try to explain the project first and then show you. So this is nothing but it is a Spring Boot CRUD project. So let me go to the controller and show you something. So you can see we have created couple of APIs here. So this is the Git API which is finding the product by ID and these are the APIs which is returning the list of products. Similarly, if you want to find the product by name, there is API. Similarly, if you want to save something, there is API. So this is nothing but it is a product management CRUD application. Okay. So these are the APIs and these are some APIs that I have written for the JPQL queries. I will try to show you those things as well. Coming to the first of all, like entity is product, we have the repository, and then we have the service, okay, and the controller, right? And these are some configuration which are related to the database. So here we have provided the URL, username, and the password, and this is the command so that we can fire the Hibernate queries. And this is the port number on which our application is up. So this is the basic of this application. And let me try to go to the repository and then show you what all the JPQL query we have created. So here you can see this is the JPQL query. This is the simple JPQL query which is finding out all the products from the database product, okay, from the table product, sorry. So, and here you can see this is the second JPQL query which is finding out the list of the product based upon the name, the particular name that we are passing in the form of the argument. So let me try to go to this method and show you those things. So go inside it. It is called inside this service, and it is this is returning the list of product, and we are passing the name as a argument here. Let me try to go to the controller, and here you can see. Sorry, let me try to go to the controller, and yeah, this is the method that we are calling inside the controller. Okay, so here you can see we are passing the path variable, and name is in the path variable. Okay, so whenever we are going to hit the this API, we are passing the name as a path variable. That name argument is coming inside this method, and then we are passing it to the product repository method that we have created, and then this argument, the name that we are passing in the product repository, we are using it in the query. You can see this, right? So this is the param that we have binded towards this argument. So directly we are using this param to access the name. So this is how the flow is. Let me try to explain you the flow again. So go to the product controller. Here you have created, like here we have created this API which is finding the product based upon the name. Okay. So and then we are calling the product service method and we are passing the name as the argument here. And this name we are passing as a path variable. Okay. Now let me try to go inside this method. Here you can see we are calling the repository method that we have created and passing the name as an argument. Go inside it. We have binded this argument with the keyword n and then directly we are passing it to the query. and we are fetching out all the products with a particular name. So let me try to run this application and then hit this API and then show you. Okay. So first of all, I will try to show you what all the products we have in the table. So let me try to go to the controller and try hitting this API, which is returning the list of all the products from the table. So let me go to the postman and let me try to hit this. Okay, so you can see we have a couple of products in our DB, product 101, 102. Okay, so similarly we have uh, 10 products, I would say. We are missing the 109, and you can see with the particular name ball we have three different products. Okay, with the three different prices. So if you'll pass this name as an argument or in the path variable, then we can find out the list of product with a particular name. Okay, so let me try to hit the API that I showed you for the JPQL. So let me try to go to the controller and we are going to hit this API. So this is the mapping. Copy this, go to the postman, paste it here, and then we need to pass the particular product name. So let's say this is ball in our case. Just hit enter and you can see three different products is coming with the same name called ball. Okay, so this is how this JPQL query is working. Now what I will do, I will try to write couple of other JPQL query where we'll try to use the sum, count and case. So let's say let me go to the repository and let me try to create one method here. So just copy this, paste it here, and let's say we want to calculate the sum of all the products with a particular name. Okay, so how we can do that? So let's say we want sum of product, sorry, p dot price, sum of all the products with a particular name. Okay, so let me try to rename this method first. So it is get all the products price using JPQL query param. Okay, and you can see here what we are doing. We are doing nothing. We are just calculating the sum of all the products with a particular name. Okay, and let's say it should be as some something like that. Okay, so what it will do, it will try to give us a JSON where we have the key value pairs. So key would be sum and the value will be the sum of all the product with a particular name. Okay, so let me try to run this application. So yeah, where we are consuming this, we are not consuming this method. So let me try to go to the product service and create one method to consume this. Okay, and as I already told you that we are going to generate a JSON, right? So it would be a key value pairs. So we need to, this method type should be map, where the key would be string and the value should be double, which is the price. Okay, similarly, let me go to the product service and try creating one method here, which will be calling this repository method. So return type should be map and key should be string and then value should be double. Okay, now let me try to change the method name, get sum of all products with particular name and something like that. Okay, and it should be calling the method that we have created and we are passing the name as an argument. So come to the repository, copy this, go there to the service and just call it. Good. Now we need to call this method that we have created in the service in the controller. So let me go to the controller and create one API here. So just copy this API, paste down, and JPQL find all products sum. Okay, and we are passing this. Let's say this is JPQL sum. Okay, and we need to call the method that we have created and pass the argument, and the return type should be map, which is the key value pair. Key is a string and the value is double. So we are good now. Now let me try to run this and show you. So as of now we have three products with the name called ball, right? I showed you earlier. And first ball is having the price as 100, second one is 3000, and third one is 300. So total would be 3400, right? So let me try to hit this API that we have created now. So it is JPQL sum, and then we need to provide the product name. So go to the Postman, JPQL sum, and then product name, just hit enter. And here you can see we are getting the sum, which is 3400. So this is working fine. Now let me go there and let me try to go to the product repository, and let's say we want the count of the product with a particular name. Okay, so in that case we can use count here. So let me try to, and then we need to like count is of integer type or the double type, sorry, count is of integer type or the long type. So accordingly you need to pass the value here. Okay, so let me try to use the count here only. Okay, let me try to comment this out and then try to use the count here. So copy this piece of code again, paste it here, and let me try to do the count. Okay, so let's say the return type is integer. Let me go there, let me change it to the integer and go again, change it to the integer. Okay, and just run this application. So okay, one thing we have not changed is this should be coming as a key as a sum. So we don't want this to be sum, so we want it to be the count. So you can replace it with the count. Now let me try to run this application again and then try hitting the API. Okay, so this application is up. Go to the Postman and try hit it. So we are getting some internal server error. Let me try to go to the IntelliJ and see. So you can see this. We are getting this JSON class Java lang long cannot be the cast to the integer. Okay, okay. So ID. Okay, let me try to go to the entity, and here you can see the ID is long, right? So it is giving the error because it is not being converted to the integer. So let me try to replace this value as a long. Okay, go there, long, and go to the controller, replace this to the long. Now run this application and then try hitting the API. So you can see our application is up. Now let me try to go to the Postman and hit this. and you can see we are able to get the count, right? Okay, so now let me try to show you how you can use case in order to find out the sum of the list of products with the particular name. So how you can do it with the help of case, when and then. So let me try to go to the IntelliJ and then try create the query like that. Okay, so let me try to copy this and comment it out. Okay, and just paste it here. Let's say we are going to find out the sum of the list of product with a particular name with the help of case. Okay, so let me try to change it to the sum, p dot sum. Okay, and let's say uh, so we are not going to provide the condition here. Let me try to cut it from here, and we'll put the condition in the case. Okay, so let's say case is when, okay, when p dot name, okay, is equal to the name that we are passing to the argument, then in that case just find out the price. Okay, else make the price as 0.0 something like that and end it. And let me try to remove this from here, and let's say this is the sum of products. Okay, and from p, which is the table in our case. So what it is doing, it is calculating the sum with the help of case. Inside the case, what we are passing when condition. So when the name of the product would be the name that we are passing in the argument, then in that case just calculate the price, else make the price as 0.0 and then end it. And uh, we are mapping this to the key as sum of products that we are doing. Okay, so let me try to change this to the double. Go this, make it double, as we are returning the sum, so we need to make it to the double because sum is double. Okay, price is double, sorry. So we are good now. Now let me try to run this application and then try hitting the API. So our application is started. Now let me go to the postman, and here, yeah, let me try to hit this API, and you can see sum of products is this. So with the help of case, when and then condition, also you can find out the sum. Let's say you want to find out the sum or some other fields. Okay, so let me go to the repository. Let's say this is the one case when we are finding out the sum for the particular product name. Let's say there is more fields like the sum. So for the particular product name, you can also find out that second fields as well. If you want to sum out that second field, then you can provide the sum here. If you want to put the count of the second fields, then you can provide the count here. So similarly, you can create it. So let's say we are just going to use the sum for the second case as well, and then try to show you. Because as of now, we have only four attributes, and we are calculating the price. We make the return type as a double. So that is why I'm just using the sum as a second case as well, and try to show you that you can provide the as many cases as you want. Okay, so let me try to do that and just put it down. Here we need to provide the comma, backslash n, and then come down and just forward slash t, and then you need to provide the second case. Okay, just copy this piece of code. Okay, let's remove this from here and just include this inside it. And just let's say the variable name in this case is, the key in this case is sum of products 2, something like that. Okay, and just try to run this application again and then see how it is working. Okay, so our application is up. Now let me go to the Postman and try hitting this API, and you can see we are getting the second key as well. Okay, so similarly, based upon your requirements, you can provide as many cases as you want, and what operation you want to perform in that case you can provide it. Okay, so this is about the video, guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.